Welcome back to another YouTube video. Time to talk about Raw, Impact, AEW Dark. AEW Dark will be literally the fastest review. So let me start with Raw then. The KO show. Kevin Owens comes out, Natalya comes out, Asuka, Nia, Charlotte. Essentially, there was a promo that happened. They just talked a bunch of nonsense. Basically saying how they were going to win the championship. Asuka obviously is already champion. So the fight broke out. Natalya and Charlotte went after each other. Asuka and Nia went after each other. And if you didn't realize it by that time, then you definitely realized it last week. Nia Jax in a triple threat, the number one contender. Nia Jax wins, which is what happened. Nia Jax won. The match was good. Table spot. Nia Jax got powerbombed through it. Also, there's always a spot where the two smaller people are going to team up on a big person. So that's what happens all the time. So that's what happened in the triple threat. Apollo Crews versus Andrade. Apollo Crews wins, and he's your new United States champion. Finally, Andrade got that title taken from him. He was supposed to get that title taken from him back, 2 months ago? Well, yeah. Somewhere before WrestleMania, I believe, there was speculation on oh yeah, he's gonna get that title taken from him at WrestleMania, before WrestleMania, something like that. He didn't. He had it like a month after WrestleMania. Just now lost it. Wow, that hurt. It really hurt my chest. I don't know why that hurt so much. Jesus, ow. Wait, hold on. Anyway, still hurts. All right. I don't know. I just hiccuped inside myself and it hurt. Yeah. Anyway, Iconics want their titles back. They basically say they're sorry for who slapped who. Peyton slapped Billy. So yeah, Peyton was apologizing for slapping her. They want the titles back. Nikki Cross and Alexa Bliss come out. What happened? They fought, right? They didn't have a match, did they? Yeah. They fought, and the Iconics got the best of them. So, oh, there's the phone call. Shoot, did I answer? My phone. I thought I answered. Hold up. I could have sworn I answered it. Time doing video right now, so you want to be part of it. Or not. Because it doesn't seem like it answered the phone. Anyway. VIP Lounge. What basically happened here? Drew comes out, asks where Bobby is. Bobby shows up, obviously. They didn't fight yet. Yeah, Bobby comes out. MVP turns around. Drew McIntyre Claymore kicks him. Then we go backstage and MVP's talking to Lana. Lana's getting involved in that Backlash match. That's just what's gonna happen. Lana's gonna distract Bobby or try to help him, cause him to lose. whatever. Lana's going to get involved in that Backlash match. I'm guaranteeing it. Angel Garza versus Kevin Owens. Angel Garza wins simply because you attacked Kevin before the bell. You weakened his knee a little bit, and then you hit him with a wing clipper to end it, and you pinned him. So Angel Garza's biggest win to date over Kevin Owens. Angel Garza is going to be a future star. Like, U.S. champion at some point, I'm sure. And now that he could actually go for the U.S. title, because Andrade doesn't have it anymore. And Apollo Crews is going to defend it next week against a opponent of his choosing, apparently. Champions get to pick their opponents now. Street Profits and Viking Raiders, they played golf. Who wins? Street Profits. Was it funny? Kinda. All right. Murphy and Austin Theory versus Humberto Carrillo and Aleister Black. Who? Wait. Does it say who won? Did Aleister Black lose? He didn't get pinned, right? No. Hold up. Who won? Oh, yeah. That's right. Austin Theory won. Yeah. Sorry. Austin Theory pinned Carrillo. There you go. Because Humberto Carrillo apparently loses all the time. So, anyway. I already talked about the triple threat. Nia Jax wins. Street Profits and MVP versus Street Profits versus MVP and Bobby Lashley. Match ends in a DQ for the Street Profits to get the win because Bobby Lashley put the Master Lock onto Montez. All right. AEW Dark. So yes, it was essentially all your talent against essentially jobbers, right? Other than I'd say the librarians, jobbers. So yeah. So yeah, that's literally what it was. Wait, Dark Order versus Natural. Did that happen? Is this week? What week is this? 5/26. AEW Dark. Did that happen? Yeah, I guess that was first match, huh? Well, yeah, so the first match was actually not, well, I want to say not jobbers because QT Marshall kind of is one, but Dustin's not. So yeah, QT Marshall and Goldust, Dustin Rhodes, versus the Dark Order. Natural Nightmares win. Match was all right. Michael Nakazawa versus Brandon Cutler. Brandon Cutler, legitimately the jobber of AEW. He is 0-12 now, I think. It's crazy. Michael Nakazawa wins by a countout. Crazy, I know. Peter Avalon versus Jungle Boy. Jungle Boy gets a win by a submission. Basically the modified STF. Chris Daniels versus Scorpio? Scorpion? I don't know. Scorpion. That's Scorpion. Nah, it's not Scorpion. I don't know. Serpent, I guess. Anyways, Chris Daniels wins. John Skyler and Brady. Jesus. John Skyler and Brady Pierce versus Sonny Kiss and Joey Janela. Sonny Kiss and Joey Janela win. Yeah, this is essentially the rest of this is your talent versus jobbers. Tony Dante versus Fabio Andre, I don't know. Kip Sabian versus Kip Sabian and Jimmy Havoc. Kip Sabian and Jimmy Havoc win. Grimm versus Wardlow. Wardlow wins by knockout. Lee Johnson versus Colt Cabana. Colt Cabana wins by submission. Kaylin King versus Penelope Ford. Penelope Ford wins. Best Friends versus Alan Angels in who? I don't know. Strong Zero for the win. Best Friends win. Anyways. All right. All right. So we had first round or second semifinals. Sorry, semifinals of the Impact Wrestling tournament for number one contender spot. Ace Austin versus Hernandez. Ace Austin wins. Surprised me. Ace Austin wins with the he hits him with a low blow, hits him with a finisher. He tried to pin him off that, but Hernandez kicked out of that, and then he just hit the fall that right after or whatever. So yeah, Ace Austin wins. I know, surprising. I thought Hernandez was gonna win. Match was good though. Now we have. Sorry. Oh yeah, I'll just go through this whole segment now. The North show up at the Diener compound. We had Cody Diener and some family member named Wheels against the North. The North win. They pinned Wheels in the ring because they took out Cody Diener's side and then they went back and hit Wheels with their finisher, and then they pinned him. So yeah. Chris Bay versus Cousin Jake with Johnny Swinger. So Chris Bay and Johnny Swinger are friends now. Chris Bay wins, which I pretty much expected him to win because you're a new heel character, Chris Bay. You got to get him over with a win or a two or something like that. Chris Bay still wants to go after Willie Mack. He wants the X Division Championship, which makes sense because what wrestler doesn't want to be a champion, right? And then they keep attacking Cousin Jake. Willie Mack comes out to make the save, and they run off. So we get Rahit Raju in a backstage interview. Backstage interviewer Gary Loren asked him, "What's next for you?" He says, "Well, I don't know what's next for me." And then Chase Stevens comes up, TNA original Chase Stevens, and he's like, "I know what's next for you. You'll continue to job out like you've been doing." And Rahit Raju challenges Chase Stevens to a match next week. So that's what we're getting next week. Kimberly versus Havoc. Kimberly wins by DQ because Nevaeh comes out to interfere. Nevaeh and Havoc are a team now. Tasha Steelz and Kiera Hogan, they backstage bullying Kylie Rae. Su Yung comes up. Well, not really Su Yung. The alter ego of Su Yung. Susie. And then she gets beaten up. We get flashes of Su Yung. So, so we're going to get Susie, a.k.a. Su Yung, versus Susie and Kylie Rae versus Kiera Hogan and Tasha Steelz. I already talked about the tag match. Follow Ball and TJP are going to fight the North next week. That's basically what that backstage interview set up. They came out and said, "Hey, we want to fight you." So, or they basically said, "How can you be number one contenders if you never beat us? We beat you, remember?" So they're gonna fight each other next week to see who the real number one contender should be. Moose comes into the Rascals treehouse, and he's like, "Don't you guys want to be great, like Kurt Angle, like Sting?" And then we get the Kurt Angle theme song, the TNA Kurt Angle theme song, and then we get some background noise for Sting too. So I don't know what Moose is like setting up there. Maybe a match with one of them at some point. Rosemary's at the bar talking to John E. Bravo. John E. Bravo basically offering his services to Rosemary. So I guess Rosemary has a new ally. So yeah. So things that are happening next week: Rascals versus TJP and Fall of Ba. Kira Hogan and Tasha Steelz versus Susie and Kylie Ray. Crazy Steve versus Joseph P. Ryan. Locker room talk with Chris Bay. And we get the finals of the number one contender tournament. Speaking of the tournament, here's the semifinals: Michael Elgin versus Trey. Who wins? Trey. Yeah, I thought it'd be Michael Elgin, but you know what happened? Sammy Callahan doing his little hacker gimmick, distracting Michael Elgin, so that way Trey could get the pin. So yeah, Trey wins. Michael Elgin's pissed at Sammy Callahan. So there you go. All right, so that's everything. See you guys Thursday when I talk about AEW and NXT. Which, by the way, Raw had a crowd this week. A crowd filled with wrestlers from the Performance Center that they're not. Well, some that they are using, some that they're not. So that made Raw better. Anyways, so yeah, AEW Dark. I'll give it a B. Raw C. Impact B-. All right. See you guys tomorrow.